Mama June Shannon gives her real opinion on Honey Boo Boo documentary. Mama June Shannon is sharing her candid reaction to daughter Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson's recent Lifetime documentary. After the 19-year-old Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star opened up about the darker side of child stardom in I Was Honey Boo Boo last month, her mother told Parade she was definitely not mad about her decision to speak out. Videos by popculture.com. Everyone thought that I was going to be so mad about her doing it, Shannon told the outlet. But I was like, no. She did it. It was her, like I said, her point of view, and I was definitely not mad about it. Thompson's sister and former guardian, Lauren Pumpkin Efford, also told Parade she thought the documentary was really good, but she did have one edit she would have made. The only complaint I have about it is I think that they could have just slowed it down a little bit more. And just kind of given that opportunity to let the stories play out and things like that, said the 25-year-old. I did feel like it kind of moved a little fast. But other than that, it is Alana's story, and it's part of what she wanted to tell, and it's her point of view. So for me, it's kind of like a really big step in growing up and kind of owning your story. Thompson's 28-year-old sister, Jessica Shannon, added, she got to express her story herself, not through somebody else. In I Was Honey Boo Boo, Thompson opened up about life as a TLC star after her Toddlers and Tiaras appearance launched her into stardom, as well as her struggles at home with her mother, who struggled with drugs for years. Thompson accused Mama June of having stolen $35,000 from her at the height of her addiction in an interview with People last month, saying that the fee she earned from Dancing with the Stars, Juniors, was only recently repaid to her. However, there was no, I'm sorry, said Thompson, who also claimed she's never received any money from her years on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Mama June has now been sober for more than 5 years, but the teen admitted that forgiving her for her past behavior is a journey. It was hard, but at the end of the day, she's my mom, she said. When she was bad in her addiction, I just kept thinking about the day she'd recover. We're going pretty good. Hopefully it lasts. I just no longer have any expectations for her. Mama June Shannon is finally breaking her silence on the much-discussed Honey Boo Boo documentary, and her unfiltered opinion is exactly what fans expected: blunt, emotional, and layered with personal history. The documentary, which explores the rise of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson and the family's chaotic journey through fame, stirred intense conversations among viewers and critics alike. While many praised its candid look at the family's struggles and triumphs, Mama June has made it clear she has mixed feelings about how certain moments were portrayed. In a recent candid interview, Mama June didn't hold back as she shared that watching the documentary felt like reliving everything all over again, from the highs of their early fame to the dark periods that nearly tore the family apart. She admitted that some parts made her emotional, especially when it focused on Alana's early childhood and their initial breakthrough on Toddlers and Tiaras. For Mama June, those memories are both precious and complicated, filled with laughter, pageants, and family bonding, but also with the intense pressures that came with overnight fame. However, her biggest criticism centered on how the documentary framed her personal struggles, including her legal issues and battles with addiction. Mama June expressed frustration that, in her view, the editing leaned heavily on sensational moments rather than fully showing the progress she's made in recent years. She emphasized that while she takes accountability for her past mistakes, she wished the filmmakers had given more focus to her recovery journey and how far she's come in rebuilding relationships with her children. She noted that it was hard to watch certain scenes that highlighted family tensions without showing the healing that has followed. Another sore point for Mama June was the lack of direct involvement she had in shaping the documentary. She revealed that she wasn't consulted on key editorial choices, which left her feeling sidelined from a story that was deeply personal. According to her, producers reached out during the early stages of development but did not follow through with her suggested input, leading her to worry that certain narratives would be exaggerated or misunderstood. And, in her opinion, that's exactly what happened. That said, Mama June acknowledged that some parts of the documentary got it right. She praised the filmmakers for highlighting Alana's resilience and growth as she navigated adolescence in the public eye. Watching her youngest daughter mature from a bubbly pageant star into a young woman with dreams of her own struck a chord. Mama June said she was proud of how Alana's determination and strength were portrayed, even if some of the family dynamics were tough to revisit. She also appreciated that the documentary gave space to Lauren Pumpkin Efford's role as a caretaker and sister, something Mama June admits she didn't fully understand at the time but recognizes now as a crucial part of their story. Mama June's response wasn't all criticism. She admitted that documentaries, by nature, are told through someone else's lens, and she accepts that not everything will align with her perspective. Still, she emphasized the importance of balance, particularly when it involves real families dealing with complicated issues. She hopes that if there's ever a follow-up or companion piece, she'll have more of a voice in shaping how her personal evolution is portrayed. "I'm not the same person I was back then," she said firmly, adding that she's worked hard to rebuild trust and stability in her life. The reaction from fans to Mama June's comments has been passionate. Some agree with her, arguing that the documentary leaned too heavily on scandal and sensationalism at the expense of showing growth and healing. Others believe the documentary's raw approach was necessary to present an honest picture of what really happened behind the scenes. Either way, Mama June's remarks have reignited debates about the ethics of reality TV documentaries, especially those centered on families who lived their lives in front of cameras for years. In the aftermath of her statement, Mama June also hinted that she may take matters into her own hands. She teased the possibility of producing her own special or docuseries that would allow her to tell her side of the story in full. She believes there's more to share, stories about recovery, reconciliation, and personal growth that the public hasn't fully seen yet. For Mama June, controlling her narrative has always been important, and this moment seems no different. Ultimately, Mama June's reaction to the Honey Boo Boo documentary is a reminder that behind every viral moment and reality TV headline is a real family with complicated emotions. While the documentary gave fans a behind-the-scenes look at their rise and fall, Mama June's response adds another layer, one that reflects the ongoing journey of a woman determined to reclaim her story. Following her initial reaction, Mama June went even deeper into her feelings during a follow-up livestream with fans, where she spoke more candidly than she had in any formal interview. She admitted that watching the documentary from start to finish was one of the hardest nights she's experienced in recent years, not just because of how she was portrayed, but because it forced her to confront moments she tried to move on from. She described sitting alone, with the television playing scenes of her family's past, and feeling an overwhelming wave of emotions she hadn't expected. Mama June explained that seeing footage of herself during her lowest points made her feel like two different people were on the screen. She said it was both humbling and painful to witness the choices she made years ago and how those decisions affected Alana, Pumpkin, and the rest of her family. What struck her most was watching Alana's reactions to the turmoil as a child. She confessed that seeing her daughter's pain from an outsider's perspective broke her heart in ways that words can't explain. During the live stream, Mama June also addressed some of the public misconceptions that resurfaced because of the documentary. She clarified timelines regarding her legal issues, family separations, and the period when she lost custody of Alana. She stated that certain details were condensed or rearranged for storytelling purposes, which she believes created an inaccurate impression of events. While she understands that documentaries often edit for dramatic effect, she stressed that viewers deserve the full context if they're going to form opinions about real lives. Interestingly, Mama June didn't spend the entire live stream criticizing. She expressed gratitude to fans who reached out with kind messages after watching, saying it reminded her how far she's come. She also gave credit to Alana for being brave enough to participate in such a raw project. According to Mama June, Alana had reservations about revisiting painful chapters but ultimately agreed because she wanted to show that she's more than just her pageant persona or viral fame. Mama June said she admired her daughter's courage and hoped fans recognized that strength throughout the film. The most revealing moment came when Mama June was asked whether she'd support a second installment of the documentary or a follow-up special. She paused for a long time before answering that she would, but only under very specific conditions. She insisted she'd need to have creative input this time, ensuring that her current life, recovery, and ongoing work on family relationships would be represented fairly. She explained that she's not ashamed of her past, but she wants viewers to see the full journey, not just the sensational headlines. Fans flooded the comments section with support, encouraging Mama June to share her story her way. Many pointed out that her willingness to be honest, even about uncomfortable truths, is what made people relate to her in the first place. Others shared their own experiences with recovery and rebuilding family bonds, turning the live stream into a surprisingly emotional and supportive space. Mama June ended the session by hinting that this might not be the last time she addresses the documentary. She suggested she's open to doing a long-form sit-down interview or even a YouTube series to break down key moments from the film and give her perspective on each one. It's clear that the documentary didn't just spark public conversation. It reignited Mama June's determination to make sure her voice remains part of the narrative surrounding her family's legacy.